Alright everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. We're going to ignore Chucky today, and we're going to talk about what I arguably think is the best design perk in the game for both Killer and Survivor. We're going to go to the Survivor perk tomorrow that I think is the best design Survivor perk in the game. But I wanted to start off with Hex Devour Hope because I think it makes more sense for me as a Killer player to talk about this one. So Devour Hope is a Hex that at 2 tokens gives you a 5% haste effect when you walk away from the hook. At 3 tokens, it exposes survivors so they're insta-down by your N1, and at 5, it lets you instantly moor the survivors. And you have to be at least 24 meters away during the unhook for you to get a stack. Now, why I think this is the best design perk in the game? Well, first off, it's a Hex. The survivors can get rid of it at pretty much any point in the match, as long as the killer isn't, like, dead hard defending it. Which, to be fair, they might be, but then you can just do gens. 2, it discourages the killer from camping and tries to make them put the survivors in hooks that are away from objectives so they can still get these tokens. The exposed status effect, once it hits and you get those 3 stacks, it's basically an inbuilt slowdown because once they see that the Devour Hope is up with the exposed status effect, their entire life's goal and mission is to get rid of this totem. That is all they want to do. They just want to get rid of this totem as fast as possible because it will snowball out of control. And then once it gets to that 5th token, there's a lot of interesting things the killer can do and the survivors can do. They can let the Mori happen so they have time to get the totem out of the way if they're like directly on it so the killer can't be camping it or defending it as hard as they normally would. On top of that, on top of all of this, because of the way the stacks work, not only does it discourage the killer from camping, it's a rapid build-up. It causes things to happen throughout the match and makes the killer play in what I would say is the healthiest way for the game. They don't want to camp. Tunneling is still an issue with this, but even then they don't want to tunnel because if you kill somebody, you don't get any more tokens. So for those first 5 hooks, you don't want to camp or tunnel someone directly out of the game. You want to spread the hooks out, at least to a degree. And once again, the survivors have some counterplay to this. It's not just cleansing the totem. If they think you have it, they can just unhook directly in front of your face before you can get out of that 24-meter radius. So you don't get any stacks. They can lead you back to the hook while you're in chase. There's a lot of things that survivors can do to counterplay this perk. I think it has interesting effects on both sides and affects playstyles in a different way, as well as being a Hex for how powerful it can be, that is right off the jump. I don't think this perk will ever get touched or changed unless they change how Mori's work. But even then, the Mori thing is just an added benefit. The big thing this thing does is the exposed effect. That alone, even if you get 1 down with this exposed effect, it can completely change the course of a match. It has already done its job. But I want to see more perks like this. Perks that encourage both the killers and the survivors to play in the more fun way. Now, I would like some of this to become base kit. It's not, I'm going to go on a tangent here about Devour Hope in the sense that a long time ago, I don't even want to say a long time ago, about a year ago, I had this idea to make Devour Hope base kit, but give it double the tokens. So instead of 3 tokens for the exposed, it was 6. Instead of 5 for the Mori, it was 10. And it was still a Hex. I've thought about this for a while. I think killers do need 1 Hex of some kind to be base kit because it's inherent slowdown for every killer. I don't know, and I think it would also kind of force survivors to look out for totems more often. I don't know. Might be a crazy idea. A little bit of a tangent there. But yeah, like I said, I think this perk is perfectly designed and arguably, as I said at the beginning of this, the best designed perk in the game from both sides' perspectives. Well, this is a short one talking about this. I would love to hear if anyone else has the same thought process I do with this perk. It's a perk I feel often gets overlooked sometimes because the survivors can spawn directly on top of it and cleanse it at the beginning of the match, and then you get no use out of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I really genuinely do care and am curious. And don't forget the likes and subs and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. And the Twitch is below, blah, 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 blah. And I hope everyone has a good holiday season. I know it's the 22nd of December as of making this video. So it's Christmas weekend or Hanukkah weekend or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. Those are the 3 big ones I know. But yeah, Love you guys, and bye.